Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we are going to discuss the IBM Automation Testing question for round 2. In the first two part I have discussed round 1 interview question, and in this video I will explain round 2 in interview question. And this question is a managerial this round was a managerial round and first round was a technical. So let's start. The first question is, explain your role and responsibility in the current project. So guys, you have to start your answer like, in my current project I am working as an automation test engineer in agile environment where I am involved in both manual and the automation testing activity throughout the sprint. Guys, you have to start your answer in this way, and then we have to explain your role and responsibility. So when you explain your role and responsibility, so you should answer this question in way like, first analyzing means first is a we have to analyze our requirement, analyzing user story and creating test cases. So in this way you should answer like, I actively participate in the requirement gathering and the user story grooming section. I carefully review acceptance criteria and clarify ambiguities with the business analyst or the product owner. I identify test scenario early to ensure complete coverage. In this way you analyze your requirement. But in interview you have to say, I start by analyzing the user stories and acceptance criteria during the sprint planning to understand what needs to be tested and how we can communicate it. So first is a requirement analysis. In requirement analysis you have to do like, you have to actively participate in requirement gathering and user story grooming section. Then you have to carefully review acceptance criteria and clarify with the business analyst and product owner. Then you have to identify test scenario early to ensure a complete coverage. So this is all about analyzing user story. Then you have to do the creating test cases design, and then we have to review these test cases. In test case design and review, you have to prepare manual test cases based on the requirement and update them in the test management tool, whatever test management tool you use like Jira, X-Ray, TestLink or Jetfire. In the test case design and review, you have to prepare manual test cases based on the requirement and update them in the test management tool like X-Ray, Jira, TestLink and Jetfire. Then you have to ensure the traceability between the requirement and the test cases. Then you have to participate in peer review to maintain the test quality. Then there is a test data preparation. First is the analysis requirement, then you have to test case design and review, then you have to test data preparation, and in test data preparation you have to prepare test data for both manual and the automation scenario. Sometimes you have to use Excel, SQL queries and dummy data generation script to create a data. After that you have to execute this all test cases. Means first we have to execute test cases manually and in staging environment, and for that you have to perform different type of testing such as smoke testing, functional testing, regression testing, integration testing, UI validation and API testing. Means you have to perform end-to-end testing to ensure that new features are working fine and existing functionality are not broken. First you have done requirement analysis, then you have done test case design, then you have done peer review, then you generate test data, then you have to do manual testing, means you have to do end-to-end testing. Then you move the automation testing, and in automation testing you have to design, develop Selenium WebDriver automation script using Java and test engine. Then you develop the framework, whatever you have to develop framework, hybrid framework, keyword driven, like combinations of two framework. Then you have to maintain automation script, execute regression suite and generate the extend or LUA report. If you are working on the Jenkins, so you can integrate your test with Jenkins and schedule the execution. After automation testing you have to logging the defect. For that you log defect in Jira with proper steps, screenshot and log. Then you participate in bug triage meeting with developer and the QA lead. And once all the bug fix, you perform retesting and the regression testing to ensure stability. This process all done in the logging and the tracking defect. Then you have to participate in agile ceremonies. Agile ceremonies means you should answer like this: I participate in all agile ceremonies such as daily stand-up meeting, sprint planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective, and you have to give all update on your testing process, blocker, automation task during these daily stand-up meetings, which is done daily for 10 to 15 minutes. Then at last you have to prepare your report and collaboration with your team. So you prepare test execution report after each sprint. Then you update test metric, defect report, automation coverage to the test lead or manager. And guys, here you are using the like a test metric, defect report, automation coverage. So guys, be prepared for this. That is, what is test metric, what is defect report. And then you have to collaborate your team. So you closely you have to you should answer like this: I closely collaborate with developer, product owner and DevOps team. I also suggest framework improvement like adding reusable utilities and optimization. Then I explore new tool like Ratio, Jenkins plugin for the continuous integration. So guys, in this way you have to answer about your role and responsibility in the current project. If the interviewer asks, is it your team or individual project, generally interviewer don't ask this type of question. But अगर उसने पूछ भी लिया कि आपकी टीम है यार, आप इंडिविजुअल प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं, तो that time you should answer like, I am a part of QA team of a 5 member, and in my team there is a 2 automation tester including me, 2 manual tester and 1 QA lead, and we follow agile methodology with a 2-week sprint. So guys, you are I hope you understood this question. Okay, so this is all about your role and responsibility. Now moving to the next question. Before moving to next questions, I have created one PDF which contains 5000 plus interview question and answer, and I have gathered these 5000 interview question from the different platform like LinkedIn, WhatsApp group, Telegram channel. And guys, these all questions are asked in the interview, and in the interview. So these all questions are in the real time interview question which asked in the different companies, and I have provided its all answers in the way in very detail, like short definition, real time example, real life example, Java coding, how to explain this question in the interview with a normal way with a star method. Star method means, suppose if the interviewer asks explain this question about your where you use in your project, so that time you can use this star method answer. And I also include that its follow-up questions related to that particular question. And this 5000 interview question answers PDF structure, like it contains 1000 plus Selenium interview question, manual testing question, Java interview question. It also include manual testing project with complete documentation, BDD Cucumber project, Cucumber question, and its hybrid project. Also it contain the Git interview question, Jira interview question, REST assured API testing include interview question, SQL interview question. Recently I have added how to explain the project in interview related to the some domain like healthcare domain, banking domain, insurance domain, e-commerce domain. And recently I also add HR question that asked in the HR round. And if you want these notes, I am giving the notes link in the description box and the comment box. So go through this link and take the note. And if you have any doubt or queries regarding these notes, I am giving my email in the description box, so please contact me on that email. So moving to the next question, and the next question is, what are the challenges you face in your team? So guys, this is the most commonly asked and very important real-time interview question. and this question help the interviewer to understand your problem solving skill, teamwork. So make sure you answered it smartly. Why interview asks this question? Because the interviewer asks the question to check how you deal with challenges or conflict at work, whether you take initiative or wait for the instruction, and if you stay calm under pressure. So you should never say any negative thing like my developer was not good and my client was rude. Instead, always show a positive attitude and talk about how you solve the problem. So let's see its answer. The first is a first challenge like tight tight deadlines and the sprint pressure. What is the first challenge? Tight deadline and the sprint pressure. So in this point you have to answer like one of the main challenges that I face in my team was meeting tight sprint deadline. Sometimes we get multiple critical user stories at the same time and the testing window become very short. So I how I handled this situation. The situation was tight deadline and the sprint pressure. How I handle it? So I discuss priorities with the product owner and the scrum master, identify the high risk areas and the focuses our team there first. We also automate our smoke suit, and we could quickly validate, build and the save time. As a result, we delivered all critical story within the sprint with a zero blocker bug. So first is a tight deadline and the sprint pressure. Next situation is a environment or the build stability. Environment. So in this point you have to set like sometimes the QA environment was unstable or the deployment failed, so our testing got delayed. And for that I immediately inform the DevOps team, log the issue, and meanwhile work on the preparing test data and reviewing automation script, so no time was wasted. Second is a frequent requirement changes. In frequent requirement changes, in Agile, requirement can change anytime, even after we write our test cases. So I made sure to confirm the updated acceptance criteria with the product owner and update my test cases and script accordingly. Later we introduce quick story review call to handle the such changes early. So first is the tight deadline, sprint pressure, environmental build instability, frequent requirement changes. And the next situation is automation script maintenance. Automation script maintenance means initially our automation script kept breaking whenever the UI changed, and for that I propose using page object model design where locator and logic are separated, and after implementing it our script becomes stable and easy to maintain. So and the lastly is communications gap in the offshore's on-site team. So this is the last situation so you can face on the in your team. Communication gap in offshore on-site team means since our team was distributed across the time zone, we sometimes miss the important update. For that we create a shared Confluence page to track daily update and blocker. Also short overlapping synchronized call help improving coordination. So guys, in this way you have to explain this question in the interview. Always mention 2 to 3 challenges maximum. Don't make your answer too long, and focus more on what you did rather than what went wrong, and aim to answer on a positive note like I learned a lot from this situation. So this situation you face during your project. Now moving to the next question, and the next question is you want to create a new framework, how will you proceed? So our question is if you want to create a new framework, so what will you proceed? So you should answer like this. If I get opportunity to create a new automation framework from scratch, I will follow a systematic approach, starting from the requirement analysis to framework setup, component design and implementation. Now we will see the step-by-step creation process. So first is the requirement analysis. In the requirement analysis, you should first understand the project requirement, like which type of application that you are testing, like web, application, API, mobile application. What the tech stack and what kind of testing you need, like smoke testing, regression testing, and end-to-end testing. So in this phase you will decide that what kind of framework you need, like hybrid, data driven, keyword driven, and BDD cucumber. Then the step 2 is a tool selection. And you will select the tool based on your project type and team skill set. Like for web UI you will use Selenium with Java, for API you will use REST assured, for build management you can use Maven and Gradle, for reporting you use Extend Report and the Allure Report, for CI/CD you can use Jenkins. Then first is a requirement analysis, then there is a tool selection, after that there is a project structure setup. So this is all the project structure. SRG package, in SRC package there is a base class, page class, util, and test data. And in test Java package there is a test class, resources, in the resources config.property at log4j. Then after that you can implement framework component like base class, page object model, utility class, test engine integration, data driven setup. After that there is a parameterization and the configuration also. So in parameterization and configuration you will externalize environmental URL, credential, and browser info in config.properties file so that they can be easily changed without touching the code. And then there is a CI/CD integration. So in the CI/CD you will integrate your framework with Jenkins for a continuous execution. Jenkins can pull the latest code from the Git and trigger the execution automatically. And the last, there is a reporting and logging. So in the reporting and logging step you will integrate your extend report or Allure report and log4j to capture the execution detail, like screenshot log for the debugging. And finally you will do a code review to ensure reusability, modularity, and naming the convention. And for that you will also prepare documentation explaining framework component for a new team member. So all these steps you have to perform during your project creation. Now finally I will explain that how you should answer this question in your interview. So you have to you should answer like this: if I get a chance to create a new automation framework from scratch, I will follow a systematic approach. First I will start with a requirement analysis. So I will understand the which type of applications, like web application, mobile, and API, the technology stack, and the testing scope. Based on that I will decide which type of framework suit the project, like hybrid or BDD framework. Next I will move to the tool selection. For example, I will use Selenium with Java for web automation, TestNG for test management, Maven for build management, Extend Report for reporting, and Jenkins for CI/CD. Then I will set up the Maven project structure with the proper packages, like base for the driver setup, page for the page object model classes, test for the script, util for the reusable method, and config.property file for the environmental data. Once the structure is ready, I will develop reusable component like base class utility for Excel, config reading, common method for weights and screenshot, integrating reporting with the Jenkins, logging using log4j and the extend report. After that I will configure our Jenkins for a continuous integration, and the document and the framework can automatically run after every commit from the Git. Then I will review the framework for reusability and maintainability, and document it so for other team member can easily use and extend it. So in this way you have to explain this question in your interview. I hope guys you understood this question very well, and if you have any doubt regarding this question, so you can comment out in the comment box. Now moving to the next question, and the next question is, what is message out technique, and explain it. What is the message out technique, and explain it. So message house is a communication tool or framework that help you craft a consistent, clear, and compelling message for a project, brand, or organization. It used the metaphor of a house to organize your core message so everyone in the team communicate with a one voice. Key idea, like think of the main idea means theme as the roof of the house. Under the roof you have a pillar or wall means the key message that support the main theme, and the foundation contain proof point, evidence, data which back up the key message. So here roof means the overreaching theme as the main message you want to people to remember, like transform learning for every student or leading innovation in the sustainable energy. Then pillar or wall means the support the roof means each pillar answer of the different question, like why does the project matter, what larger the purpose, or what vision does it do. Utility means the benefit or value of what audience you will get. Then anticipated objection, like what might people criticize, worry about, then you address your preempt. And call to actions means what do you want to audience to do. Foundations and the proof point mean data, evidence, testimonial, fact that support the key message so thing should not hollow. Let me give us some example. Suppose your project is launching a mobile app for a fitness tracking targeted at the business professional. So main message means roof means make a fitness of a daily habit even with a busy schedule. So this is our roof. Then its pillar, like vision means we believe everyone deserve a health no longer limited by the time. Utility means quick 10-minute workout plus smart reminder to stay consistent. And criticism message means busy people might say I don't have a time, so our app is designed to integrate into your schedule. And as a actions you have to download the app and start your 7-day trial. So lastly, foundation means proof point. So data from the beta tester, like participating average 5 workout week in the first 2 weeks, and comparison showing shorter workout time versus competitor. So this is all about message out technique. So guys, the message out technique is a communication framework used to align and the simply messaging across the team and organization. It works by using metaphor of house where the top roof is the main overreaching message supported by key messages like pillars, and under pipe by the proof point like the foundation. So in this way you have to explain this answer in the interview. At a last, before in the next video I will cover these remaining questions in the round 2. So at last I have created one PDF which contains 5000 plus interview question and answer. These all are the real time interview question which asked in the different companies, MNC companies or startup. I have gathered these all 5000 interview questions from WhatsApp communities, Telegram channel and the LinkedIn group, LinkedIn profile contact. And I have tried to provide its all 5000 answers in very detail with a short definitions, real time example, real life example. I also given the coding example. Also I have included that how to answer in a normal way with a star or with a star method. Star method means in what situation or in what situation these questions you use in the your project. And these 5000 questions answers structure, PDF structure, like it contains 1000 plus Selenium interview question, 700 plus manual testing interview question, Java interview question, API testing, race assured interview question, SQL interview question. And it also contains project related question with a 4 domain knowledge like insurance domain, e-commerce domain, healthcare domain and the banking domain. And this PDF also included manual testing project with complete documentation and the BDD hybrid project. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, comment and share, and subscribe my channel for more real-time interviews question explanations on Selenium, Java, manual testing, API and Agile. And if you have doubt any questions or this PDF, so you can contact me on my email. I am giving my mail ID in the description box. I have also given my Telegram channel ID and the Instagram ID in the description box, so you can join them. And if you found this video, don't forget to like the video, please share, and if you have any doubts, so comment down in the comment box. So till then, Keep learning and keep testing. Thank you for watching. Thank you once again.